EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present opening round coverage of the PGA Championship. Here it is once again, Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. The best golfers from around the world have gathered to compete for the Wanamaker Trophy at the PGA Championship, and it sets up to be another great major. Rich Lerter alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And Frank, tell us a little bit about Whistling Straits.
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich, and the golf course borders Lake Michigan, so you have these wonderful vistas should you choose to look at that. But the course itself is almost like a links course, the way the holes roll around in amongst these sand dunes or bunkers. I've lost count of the number of bunkers. They're, I think, close to about 1,000 bunkers out there. But the holes themselves are a genuine test, and it will reward a lengthy player. We've seen that in the past champions there, but it's just a great test from the first hole to the 18th.
Let's take you down to the 7th hole. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done.
Guten Morgen, ich begrüße euch heute zu meiner ersten Übertragung. Ich bin erst gerade aufgestanden, ist ja noch früh. Ich werde jetzt mal die PGA Championship spielen. Ich werde euch das ganze Turnier übertragen. Und ja, mal schauen, was da passiert.
Frank, it's really hard to believe that we are in Wisconsin because it looks like an old seaside links course from Scotland or Ireland.
Well, Pete Dye spent a lot of time in Scotland in the early 1960s, and that's really where he learned his architecture from. So a lot of those features he's incorporated in Whistling Straits.
Also der Wind kommt ziemlich stark von der Seite. Daher werde ich den eher ein bisschen nach rechts spielen und eher ein bisschen kürzer.
Headed for the bunker?
Hat den aber nicht ganz richtig
Just a bit
getroffen.
offline and into the bunker. Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Ball sitting down here in the rough, he's digging in.
Okay, ist nicht so schlimm, ist zwar hohes Gras, aber sollte machbar sein. So. Das Green ist ziemlich flach, kann ich also ziemlich aufs Loch ziehen.
Solid play, hard of the green.
Gerollt.
This is a 22-foot putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Gibt wahrscheinlich einen Bogey.
And getting ready for the putt.
Hab schon länger nicht mehr gespielt, aber
So that's a bogey, and now to 1 over par for the tournament.
ist der Start von 4 Tagen, also kann ich eigentlich zufrieden sein. Also zweites Loch für mich ist Par 4. Ihr seht, das Loch ist da rechts. Der Wind geht wieder nach links. Ich werde das ungefähr so spielen.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. And Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Wenn ihr euch
Yeah,
fragt,
the
wieso
same
der
for
Ball
everybody,
so
and that's where
blinkt,
you've just got to adjust
Das
your own
ein-
mental par. The
ein
golf
Ball,
course was going to be
der
difficult when you
reflektiert,
teed off. It's
manchmal
certainly no
die Sonne
different
so,
now.
darum blinkt er so. Spieler habe ich selber kreiert, sieht ein bisschen aus wie ich. So. Also hier.
Players still fighting the strong winds out there today.
Ist noch schwierig, weil der Wind ist wirklich stark heute. Der Ball wird aber mit dem 9er Eisen ziemlich gerade runterfallen. Also in einem hohen Winkel. Denke ich, sollte so gar nicht schlecht sein. Habe ich diesmal auch nicht
Well, this one
schlecht
should be safely
getroffen.
on deck here. We
Sehr
just saw a
gut.
player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. This for birdie.
Den dürfte ich eigentlich gar nicht verpatzen. Also Birdie bin ich wieder auf Null.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young
Wieder auf
prodigy
Par,
makes
also
another birdie.
schon wieder in den Top 50.
Frank
Das
should
ist
be
schon
feeling
mal
good
gut.
after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that.
Drittes Loch für mich. Wieder ein Par 4. Schauen wir mal an, wie das aussieht. Aha, der Wind ist von hinten, der Ball wird also weiterfliegen, weiterrollen. Kann ich direkt so schlagen.
That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Frank, now the second shot here at the 9th.
You can get caught with swirling winds here because of the
So,
trees and the protection on the hill on the right
96
side. Another one to be very, very careful of.
Ist nicht mehr weit, aber der Wind ist von hinten. Also. Das heißt, ich muss vorsichtig schlagen, da der Ball weiterfliegt und durch das auch ein bisschen weiter rollt.
Frank, at a 72-hole stroke play event, do you like birdie fests where, say, 28, 30 under par might win it? Or do you like a good old-fashioned grind them out where you might be able to win the championship at, say, 7, 8 under par?
Yeah, I like the latter, really, because I think it tests the mental fortitude. Normally, if people are, in the mid-20s under, the golf course is a little easier. It's a little more forgiving. Greens are flatter and all that. And therefore, I'm not saying it's one-dimensional, but it's closer to that. When you have a good old barn brawn out there with the rough thick and bunkers are difficult and greens are fast and undulating, every part of your game is stressed to the limit. And, sort of 10 under, I always think, is like a really good litmus test for a great tournament.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie.
Ein bisschen zu weit für meinen Geschmack.
Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
Aber
if he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
vor allem, ich denke, im schlimmsten Fall wird es ein Paar. Kann aber natürlich auch sein, dass ich den reinmache.
Come on, don't do that.
Cruel lip out. Even par currently.
Paar wird's.
That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Well, the best players have landed here in the middle of the country, and really in another world. There is no golf course quite like Whistling Straits. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. And Frank, let's get it started here with the 10th hole.
Not very long at 391 yards. Some of the longer hitters can actually get very close to this green. But if you want to do that, you've got to flash it down the left side. That's a little dicey. There's something about a well-hit shot.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cup.
It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the player's shots, that's for sure. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Jetzt nur noch das Putten, was halt hier ein bisschen schwierig ist.
Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Settles in over the putt. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go.
Definitiv eines der schwierigsten Turniere hier in diesem Spiel, weil die Green sehr unberechenbar sind.
We're now at the 11th hole, and this is a huge par 5. 645 yards, Frank, that's a biggie.
And plus this hole bends to the right, which sort of makes you think that you can hit it down the right side. But if you miss down the right, there's just a multitude of bunkers that'll swallow up that ball, and you're nearly guaranteed to make at least 6.
Abschlag sehr gut geglückt. Der Wind geht ein bisschen nach links, aber das sollte kein Problem sein.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Second from an excellent lie.
So, Wind geht ziemlich nach links. Der Ball rollt normalerweise weiter.
We're also seeing more long putters in the game.
Yeah, there's a choice. If you don't feel comfortable with a normal grip and you've got a few nerve issues, then you can, well, use a longer version. Jam it in your chest. Have a different fulcrum point.
Also ganz ehrlich, ich spiele den lieber hier, als von hinten nach vorne dann oder aus dem Bunker.
Yeah, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Just trying to make clean contact from the
Also
rough.
bin ich jetzt schon ziemlich nah. Der Ball ist nicht so weit über das Screen gerollt. Und von hier zu spielen, finde ich einfacher als aus dem Bunker. Oder als wenn ich dann vielleicht hinten, wo es abschüssig ist, aus einem anderen Bunker zurückspielen muss. Aber das ist halt für jeden ein bisschen anders. Das Screen geht leicht zuerst nach rechts und dann nach links. Spiele ich normal, spiele ich ein bisschen vor das Screen. Ich hoffe, der Ball rollt nicht zu weit.
Leaves that one about 20 feet out from the cup. Nicely played shot.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Ist wirklich weit. Geht auch runter ein bisschen.
So close. Very well done. Almost made it.
Schade.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Aber
So a tester from 4 feet.
ich bin noch im Plan. Lieber ein Paar als ein Bogey.
Still playing even for the day after the par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our
Also der
entire
erste Tag
crew.
für mich
I'm Rich Lerner saying so
bei
long for
diesem
now.
PGA Championship ist nicht wirklich erfolgreich gelaufen. Also ganz klar Paar ist zwar nicht schlecht, aber es bringt mich nicht wirklich weiter. Ich hoffe, der zweite Tag läuft dann besser. Wenn ihr Fragen habt, einfach fragen. Natürlich gar kein Problem. So. Okay, der Wind hat auf jeden Fall nachgelassen. Der wird am zweiten Tag weniger stark sein.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present second round coverage of the PGA Championship. We're here at Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin for the PGA Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the championship action. Frank, what's in store for our golfers today under these major championship conditions?
It's a Pete Dye special, Rich. Bunkers, I've lost count of the number of bunkers at Whistling Straits, but already it's been the host of several PGA championships, so it's a test for the great players of the world. But Really, you got to tip your cap to the designer. He'll tell you that building Whistling Straits was a, quote, once-in-a-lifetime thing. To see Lake Michigan around the golf course, it looks just like it's not real. It looks like you're playing on the moon sometimes. It's an amazing venue. It's fine.
Nothing wrong with that one. How about 300 yards and in the fairway? Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So. Wir haben ein bisschen Gegenwind. Und nach links, aber nur wenig. Das heißt, ich werde ungefähr so spielen, da der ziemlich von hoch runter fällt, also nicht in einem Spitzenwinkel aufkommt, wird der normalerweise nicht so weit rollen.
Fraction off the center and headed to the right.
Aber ich habe nicht richtig gut geschlagen.
On the green. And a chance for birdie here on the first hole.
Den Schwung habe ich nicht so gut gemacht.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Aber Birdie Putt war super.
Frank, where is that thing?
Birdie
Thank
ist da.
God for small mercies.
Hilft mir schon sehr weiter.
Ready to tee off at this magnificent second hole. Frank, all I see are bunkers and water.
Oh, well, that's pretty much what everybody else is going to see as well. Ideally, hit it down the left, though, and then you don't have a blind second shot. Even though you can be on the fairway on the right side, well, you won't see the green.
Guter Abschlag.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole.
Second shot.
So, hier wichtig, dass man nicht rechts in den Bunker spielt. Aber kann
Great
immer
swing,
mal
Rich.
passieren.
Fundamentally, really solid. Sits up to the ball, stands to the ball well. Good full backswing. Nothing's overly hard. Really good speed increase, too, on the way down. Effortless.
I love the rhythm and tempo of that swing. Third shot. Looking
Normalerweise
for a good one.
wäre ich hier beim zweiten Schlag, wenn ich keinen Gegenwind habe, bin ich auf dem Green. Aber mit Gegenwind ist das schwierig. Aber ist noch alles okay, also der nächste Schlag, wenn der gut gelingt, kann ich noch gut ein Birdie machen. Jetzt. Wir haben Gegenwind. Und es ist leicht abschüssig nach links das Green. Also spiele ich ein bisschen rechts von der Flagge und ein bisschen weiter wegen Gegenwind. Sollte ich ein bisschen vor dem Loch stehen bleiben.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Aber
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
ist ein bisschen zu weit gewesen.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie.
Hier. Es geht auch leicht runter. Also, ich denke, so ist nicht schlecht. Birdie Putt, super gelungen, obwohl es eigentlich weit war.
Suddenly a ray of sunshine with that birdie.
There is hope. And on the top 25.
Ist halt immer ein bisschen
All right,
schwierig
Frank, how do you like the
einzuschätzen,
look of
dafür muss
the
man
first
wirklich
par
das
3 of the
Gefühl
golf
bekommen.
course, the third hole?
Well, you have a good look at Lake Michigan for a start. That's certainly not where you want to hit it, though.
Wenn ihr Fragen habt, könnt
Really
ihr mich
use
gerne
the
fragen.
green, the shape of the green, which angles to the left.
Die erste Frage wäre, ob ich selber golfe. Ich habe es früher gelernt. Ich spiele mittlerweile leider nicht mehr. Es braucht zu viel Zeit. Und da ich als DJ viel unterwegs bin, habe ich zu wenig leider, um Golf zu spielen. Aber ich kann zwischendurch hier mal golfen. Und ich finde es sehr, sehr gut gemachtes Spiel. So, dieses Loch, Par 3, also heißt es sehr kurz. Schauen wir mal. Ein bisschen Gegenwind. 6er Eisen, denke ich, ist okay.
Frank, you've been there. How important is it to hit fairways early in the round?
It just takes the pressure off the rest of the game, Rich. I mean, not only are you reducing the length of the hole by getting the ball in play and, you know, a good distance off the tee, but you're simplifying the next shot.
Ungefähr so werde ich das spielen. Der Ball wird ganz gerade runterfallen, also sollte er nicht weit rollen. Und dann, genau.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there.
Der Putt sollte eigentlich einfach sein.
Frank going for another
Natürlich
birdie
immer
here.
einfach, wenn man
Chance to get
am
on a
Loch ist.
real roll.
Ein Birdie mehr.
Well, after that birdie, has to be feeling as though they're not out of it just yet.
3 unter
Not far
Par.
away from the first page of the leaderboard. Couple more
Bin ich
birdies.
schon nahe den Top 10, aber ich habe den ersten Tag nicht so gut gespielt vom Turnier, also habe ich noch viel zu tun. So, nächstes Loch ist Par 4. 510 Yards sollte mich eigentlich mit 2 Schlägen schon zum Loch bringen, normalerweise. Also schauen wir uns das mal an. Leichter Gegenwind, also wird der Ball ein bisschen weniger weit fliegen beim ersten Schlag. Ich werde den so spielen, sollte ich irgend oben auf der Kuppe stehen bleiben.
Beautiful looking
Ungefähr
shot right
oder
here.
ein bisschen weiter sogar, keine Ahnung. Aber ich denke genau hier oben. Genau.
Playing it point to point, fairway off the tee, fairway on the second shot, and now a really good angle to attack.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun.
Das
Bunkers
Loch
don't
ist
seem
ziemlich
to
am
be in
Ende vom
play.
Green.
The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Gegenwind ist praktisch ganz gerade. Der Ball wird wieder sehr, sehr von hoch runterfallen. 4er Eisen, denke ich, ist schon fast ein bisschen kurz, aber Hybrid.
This has really been an airtight performance to this
ganz
point,
ehrlich
just
sagen,
flawless.
Spiele ich auf dieser Distanz eher nicht so gern. Ich werde das jetzt trotzdem mal probieren. Weiß zwar nicht, wie das dann kommt. Da wir ein bisschen Gegenwind haben, werde ich das mit dem Hybrid ungefähr so spielen, weil der Hybrid eher ein bisschen flächer aufkommt als das 4er Eisen. Schauen wir mal. Aber ich weiß echt nicht. Hybrid. Ich entscheide mich aufs 4er Eisen definitiv. werde ich volle Distanz spielen müssen, weil er sonst zu kurz wird. Aber der Hybrid ist mir da einfach zu unsicher. Und wenn ich hier dann einen Bogey oder weiß nicht wo den Ball hinschlage, dann würde ich das ein bisschen schade finden, weil ich muss wirklich gut spielen, damit ich hier noch gewinne. Voller Schlag, ich habe gut getroffen, guter Schwung.
It should be pretty good right there.
Mal
On the
schauen.
safe side.
Ja, top.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick
Das
from that
Beste, was
man.
ich hier rausholen konnte mit dem Schläger sicher.
And getting ready
Mit dem
for the putt.
Hybrid wäre ich nicht so sicher gewesen.
Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good
Dann
weekend,
kommen
maybe a
immer
great
mehr,
one.
also ich bin auf dem
Young
12.
Star
Platz
makes his
momentan.
birdie.
Nächstes Loch ist ein Par 5. Diesmal mit Wind ein bisschen nach rechts. Schauen wir mal. Wo ist denn hier das Loch? Das Loch wird da drüben sein. Okay, ist so ein umgedrehtes S und 2 kleine Seen. Ja, ich denke, ich werde das so ein bisschen in die Mitte spielen. Wird ja noch ein bisschen nach rechts gehen und ein bisschen weiter. Ja, ist ja nicht stark nach rechts, also kann ich ein bisschen weiter nach rechts. So werde ich das ungefähr spielen.
Excellent looking shot here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That's an absolute
Super
tracer
Abschlag,
right
also ist
there.
wirklich weit.
In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Now the second shot to the par 5.
So, zweiter Schlag ist jetzt über den See. Die Frage ist, ob ich das wirklich spielen soll so. Weil das ist sehr ein hohes Risiko. Weil das wäre dann mit einem Dreier Holz. Wenn ich das direkt spiele,
There are a
wird der
number
Ball
of
zu weit
really good
rollen.
and important
Und
grow the game
kürzer
initiatives
kann ich
out
ja
there.
nicht,
One
weil da
of
das
those
Wasser
is the first tee program,
Daher-
and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much
Daher-
more than making a score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility,
Werde ich das-
values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics
Mit dem
in
zweiten
young
Schlag.
people.
Oder die Richtung vom Schlag ist ungefähr so. Wenn ich ein bisschen zu kurz bin, werde ich trotzdem noch gut sein. Ich werde also nicht im Wasser landen. Mit dem Dreierholz. Und er wird noch weit rollen, der Ball. Also von dem her werde ich das jetzt so spielen.
Ready for his third shot, needs to hit this close.
So, hier kann ich sicher wirklich einen sicheren Schlag machen. Hab zwar ein bisschen Mitwind, aber so viel Unterschied macht das nicht. Nur wird der Ball eher weiterrollen, da es nicht mehr so eine weite Distanz ist und der Ball nicht mehr so hoch fliegt, kommt er flacher auf und wird eher weit rollen. Aus dem Grund werde ich den ein bisschen kürzer machen. vielleicht ein bisschen zu kurz. Ich probiere mal so.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is
Bisschen zu weit.
gone.
Aber
Frank, you hate to miss the green on a par 5
hätten
with your
doch
third
kürzer
shot.
spielen sollen.
Well, they say par fives are the
Aber
easiest holes to birdie,
ist noch
but
alles
the hardest
okay.
holes to make 4. Making a 6, though,
So.
that certainly sets yourself backwards. So tough up and down.
Tja,
And he's made it onto the green now.
It's no snack,
war
though.
nicht wirklich gut gespielt.
So close. Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah,
Mach
you'd
ihn
like a
ein bisschen-
redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey.
Mein Bogi ist nicht
So
gerade
that's a drop
top.
shot.
Also bin wieder zurückgefallen.
Frank, how do you like this par 4 6th hole? A little more than 400 yards.
Really, you try not to
den
overthink this
zweiten
one.
Tag.
Just find some fairway down
Das
there
letzte
around the 280,
Loch.
300 yard mark, and then relatively simple second shot in here.
That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that?
So-
Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Schwierig. Der Wind geht zwar nach links, aber das Green ist abschüssig nach rechts. Daher muss ich doch eher links von der Fahne schießen. Die Frage ist einfach,
Frank, this
wie
is
weit
just a
wird der
pleasure
Ball
to watch. A
rollen.
player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it
Okay.
happen. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
So, ich kann direkt auf die Fahne. Die Frage ist, ungefähr so. Yes!
How do you like that?
Trotzdem noch ein
He's
Birdie.
holding. Just a phenomenal play right there.
Schöner Schlag zum Schluss.
So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention.
bin ich
Golf
wieder,
course, there's enough
Platz
blend of
12.
good and hard holes.
Aber
Really,
eben, ich habe
it's
einen
up for
Tag habe ich
grabs.
wirklich verloren. Da habe ich einfach zu schlecht gepattet. So, Wind hat nachgelassen. Definitiv. Praktisch kein Wind mehr. Der dritte Tag.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present third round coverage of the PGA Championship. Hole number 6, and another scenic view off the tee. It's a 409-yard par 4.
Yeah, the hole is well bunkered around the 300-yard mark. Ideally, you want to have that tee shot just short of that. Then it's not too hard a second shot.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, I think what sets golf apart from other sports is that the fan can get so close to the great athlete as the round is being played.
Yeah, well, that's why the sport itself, and we consider it more intimate for that reason. You know, most golf spectators play the game. Whereas other sports, you don't see NFL players sitting in the grandstand. You see spectators, but most golf fans are golfers. Safely on deck.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
Nah.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, some of these holes are absolute mind blowers. I mean, this 7th is like nothing I've ever seen.
It actually reminds me of a hole in New South Wales in Australia at the La Perouse or New South Wales golf course. Just the way in which it cuts into the coast. Just a gorgeous par 3.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
Nein.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
He's made it. Another magnificent hole here at Whistling Straits.
Schade.
Nothing but water on the right and a huge drop-off down to the beach.
So,
Yeah, if you're struggling with your golf, just take a little breath and look right. It'll be a great elixir.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Get down. Look out.
It's over the green.
That one was running so hot.
Ein bisschen zu weit.
Pretty good shot right there.
He has this attempt for par.
Tja, leider nur ein paar.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, how's the ninth hole here at Whistling Straits?
Not exactly the easiest way to finish the front
So,
nine, that's for
next
sure.
is
Slight bend to the right.
par 4.
Ideally, you want to hit it down that left side. Otherwise, you might be blocked out with that second shot.
Leichter Wind nach links, aber ist nur leicht.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
So, zweiter Schlag war
Made
nicht
par
schlecht.
yesterday.
Bin ziemlich
This one
nahe
for
vom
birdie.
Loch schon. Birdie Putt.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this
Zum
time,
Abschluss
that one
vom
gets him in the top
dritten
10.
Tag. Der vierte Tag
Don't
folgt
forget,
ja
the
gleich.
final round comes your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, so long for now.
Der letzte Tag in diesem Turnier.
EA Sports and the PGA of America are proud to present final round coverage of the PGA Championship. Major championships are where the world's best golfers rise to the occasion, trying to etch their names into the record books. Today, we will see which golfer grabs the spotlight here at the PGA Championship. It is the season's final major championship here at Whistling Straits Scenic Golf Course, playing host to all the action.
Tja, also der Sieg wird definitiv nicht mehr möglich sein.
Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're
Aber
swinging well,
vielleicht
putts are going
zweiter
in.
Platz, je
Really,
nachdem.
you've just got to keep out of your own way.
And safely on the fairway.
Once again, a good lie. That makes such a difference. Takes so many variables out of play.
Frank, safety off the tee. Now what happens on this second shot?
This green, Rich, is just elevated a little bit, so you can't just sort of grab a wedge and just hit away willy-nilly. You've got to be careful here that you must flight that shot in properly to make it soft, land softly on this green.
Ungefähr so werde ich den spielen.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Bisschen kurz.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Settles in over the putt.
Aber wer weiß.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Has his par. Par 5 11th, and
Wird
Frank, just
schwierig.
a few bunkers here on this hole.
A few. I've lost count of how many bunkers there are on 11. Ideally, you want to hit it down the left side, and this really where you take the head cover off, a good long one, because 645, doesn't matter whichever way you cut it, it's going to be a few good hits plus some more.
Par 5.
Set for his next shot, and a good position in the fairway.
Da spielen
Frank,
wir
these
natürlich
days
nicht
golfers
hin.
are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, you know, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow through. All those things are still very valid today.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round.
Yes!
Moves into the top 10.
Birdie
That
ist immer
birdie.
gut.
Frank, the previous hole we took out the sledgehammer. Now at the 12th, we'll need a scalpel, it looks like.
Yeah, at 163 yards, you wouldn't think it's very long. But really, the problem is the green. You can pitch the ball in the middle of the screen and still it can kick over. So be very, very aware of the mounding and the undulations on this green.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Early part of this back
Bisschen
nine,
weit.
and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
And he's putting for par now.
Naja, ein Paar auf diesem Loch ist sicher definitiv nicht schlecht.
And he makes it for par. Frank, here at the 13th, it's pretty obvious where the trouble is.
Yeah, all right, that's for sure, plus Lake Michigan there if you go even further right. But at 402 yards, don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood and a wedge would get you home here. So remember, fairway first, then set up the scoring chance.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he will certainly gain on the field.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man.
and getting ready for the putt.
In complete command of his game. 9 under for the tournament with that birdie. So with 5 holes left to play here at the PGA Championship, we arrive at this dogleg left, par 4.
Well, it's called Widow's Watch, but really it's a thinking man's hole. A long iron, maybe even a fairway wood just down the right side. That should set up a relatively simple short iron.
5 Löcher. Wenn ich Seitenplatz schaffen will, muss ich noch
Paying attention
2
like a
Birdies
little kid at
machen.
school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Bisschen schwierig einzuschätzen, aber ich probiere es.
Good
Ja,
chance
nicht
now
schlecht.
for a birdie. That
Bin
was a
ziemlich nah
standing
von der
play.
Flagge.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Ein Birdie habe ich schon.
Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are starting to tighten up right now. You can see where the next move comes from.
Ready to go here at the 15th tee, and by the looks of it, Frank, we should have brought the swimsuits and some sunscreen.
It's very picturesque, that's for sure, but don't get fooled by its beauty. This is an absolute beast at 503 yards and sets up a very, very tough finish to Whistling Straits. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. In the fairway, it's lying nicely, and 180 yards left. Frank, what a turn of events here.
You're absolutely right, Rich. This round started off completely on the wrong foot. But he's managed to somehow keep his composure and turn this round completely in
Bisschen
the
weit
other direction.
geflogen.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here.
Whoa.
Never easy.
Es geht nach runter und es geht nach rechts.
When you consider the length of that putt, that's a good putt.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, I thought he made that.
Oh, fuck.
Man,
Just pushed it.
that hurts.
I hate
Pretty
PGA
good putt,
Tour.
Frank. Just didn't quite read it correctly.
Yeah, would have certainly liked that to go in.
Just a couple of feet.
Also Double
Just a
Bogey
sloppy
definitiv
hole. No other way to
sehr
say it.
schlecht
And
für
it
mich,
results
finde ich.
in a double bogey. Frank, as you know, the finishing holes at a major championship can make even the world's #1
kann noch
player
was
buckle
rausholen,
under the pressure.
aber
How do you avoid that?
ja,
Well, with a good drive to start,
wäre
there's a series
natürlich
of bunkers that start about 300 yards
besser
down the right
gegangen
side.
anders.
You'd like to start your tee shot on those and maybe work it back towards the fairway to get a little bit more run and make this hole reachable.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it was well on the cards. Safely on deck.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up.
Yes, this putt for eagle.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
So Robert, are
If he
you
keeps
playing
putting
now?
like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Frank, that birdie will help the cause. 17th now, and if you have a club that goes 250 yards on a good line, bust it out right now.
And if anything, you want to aim it just ahead of the right. It pays to be a little cautious here because of that mound on the left. It goes down some 20 feet below the level of the green.
Oh, wow.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
Okay. I don't see it really. Is he going down or not? No, I don't think so.
Those are painful from that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
So a tester from 4 feet.
I hate it.
Never a bad score on the card. That's par.
So if you want,
Well, it's
we
pretty
can
simple.
play
You want to put
together.
your name alongside the likes of Vijay Singh, Martin Keimer, men who've won PGA championships right
My
here at Whistling
nickname
Straits.
on
Then you need to knuckle down and make something happen at this final hole.
Yeah, par to win might
PS4
be easy to
is
say,
this.
but on a hole like this, 520 yards, it's hard to do.
So last hole for me is the last day and the last hole from this tour.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, the hole is really in a difficult place. Ja, das Loch ist am schweren Platz da, definitiv. Erstens mal über den Bach, gut, das ist weniger das Problem, aber hinten runter geht's und ist schon wieder ein Bunker und vorne dran ist auch gerade ein Bunker. Definitiv nicht einfach zu spielen.
Frank, can you recall a situation where before an important round, an instructor gave you one small tweak, maybe flare your left toe out, or just shift a little bit of the weight onto the back foot, where the instructor gave you that one small bit of advice and it made a huge difference?
Yeah, the list is too long, Rich, and it's normally just someone that you've trusted over the years. And you will
Schlecht
make just
getroffen
little bad
eigentlich,
habits. Sometimes
aber
you're stooped
trotzdem
over a little
nicht
bit more than
schlecht.
normal. You're not standing tall enough. The ball is too far back in your stance or too far forward. You're making a funny little move or your grip is different. It's always the little things that add up to the big problem.
Ja.
Wow.
Nein!
So close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, you couldn't hit that much better.
Settles in over the putt.
Naja, wieder ein Paar.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested.
Robert,
so
you
seeing
want
the
to play
players
with
tested
me?
at this
Or,
level, it was a
not?
treat.
Also ja, ich bin eigentlich gar nicht so schlecht zufrieden, weil ich muss sagen, PGA Championship ist von mir aus gesehen die schwierigste. Weil ja, also die Greens sind definitiv sehr schwierig zu spielen. Und von dem her, das Putten ist das Schwierigste am Golfen. Und da kann so extrem viel passieren. Also, ich werde dann noch ein Turnier spielen. Mal schauen. Nächstes Turnier ist ein Charity-Turnier. Ist auch nicht einfach. Aber wir werden sehen.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Heading out to the action now, we pick up with our featured golfer at hole number 10. Our featured golfer, Frank, featured for a reason, playing excellent golf.
Yeah, the scorecard shows that, and really, in some respects, has not got the best out of it yet, but enough holes ahead to change that.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
Das war ein super zweiter Schlag. Also wirklich fast ans Loch. Nur noch reinschieben.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Frank, what happened to Jack Nicklaus here at the 11th hole back in 1962?
Yeah, that was his rookie year. He was actually looking at making 2 majors in a row. He just won the US Open. Came to the 10th hole, and, well, he made one more than 10. 11 to be precise. So you never know. If you make a 5 or a 6, that's not so bad when you consider what happened to Jack Nicklaus all the way back in 1962.
This one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Good contact, good result. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it. Oh, this is straight at it.
That's a really good line.
Bisschen weit,
really
aber okay.
And now just a tap in. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Birdie trotzdem gemacht, also
back here on the bonny shores of Scotland at Royal Troon Golf Club with just a wee breeze, as they say over here, Frank. On the tee at the 12th.
Yeah, hole that bends to the right, gorse right and left. There's a bit of a mound and rough down the right side. That has to be avoided.
So, nächstes Loch, Par 4 wieder. Ja.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Yes.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And getting ready for the putt. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
And now the tee shot here at the 472-yard, par 4 13th.
A hole that bends to the right, ideally hit it down the left side, and then you're playing to a raised two-tiered green.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole.
So,
Frank, I'm thinking back to 1989 in the Open
weit.
Championship. That was sort of our first chance to see the new playoff
Beim Par
format
4,
at the Open.
That's right, Rich. In 1985, they decided to have a four-hole playoff, and that had been changed too. In 1964, they went from a 36-hole playoff to an 18-hole playoff, and the reason why? My fellow countryman, Bob Charles, won in a 36-hole playoff in 1963. They realized 36 was too much. I think 4 holes right now is just perfect.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Bisschen weit. Spiel lieber vors Loch anstatt
These putts
hinters
keep the
Loch.
round together.
Hat nicht ganz einfach.
Frank, I thought that was in.
Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah,
Kann mal
you'd like a reader, wouldn't you?
passieren.
Wake up, wake up!
This for par.
So, hanging in down the stretch with a par.
Hätte ich eigentlich machen müssen, aber war schon nicht einfach.
Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14th, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of this green up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
This is an awkward length.
Wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious, too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt.
Naja,
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today.
Ja,
They don't really
bin
need to look
verletzt.
back. Strong play
Aber-
heading into the second round tomorrow.
naja. relativ schwierig. Hey, moin Freddy! Ja, Golf. Warum? Weil ich früher selber gegolft habe und ja, es ist gar nicht so einfach, das Spiel. Ist auch in echt gar nicht einfach. Es braucht schon viel, also von dem her. Aber ja, müssen es mal selber ausprobieren.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live second round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878 in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Novello. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze and then the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really you sort of make your hay on the way out and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. That doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start.
3, sehr kurzes Loch. Wir haben aber mehr Wind. Bisschen mit Wind und bisschen nach rechts. Schwierig, die richtige Distanz zu finden. Vor allem da hier links noch die Bunker sind. Ja, sehr schwierig. Viererreisen kommt der Ball von ziemlich hoch runter, also er hat nicht einen spitzen Winkel.
Frank, you played in conditions all over the world.
So
Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself that it's an advantage to you. Obviously the scores will go up a little bit given the conditions, but once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze, but down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Meilen pro Stunde, der Wind ist schon je nachdem etwas stärker, also ich probiere mal hier.
This is a good-looking shot.
Kommt nicht schlecht. Ball rollt zwar ein bisschen
that was like
weit,
Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
aber
Yeah, that first step,
so
that was never
schlimm
going to
ist das
stop.
nicht.
Out of
Lieber
the rough.
das als
Expect the
im
ball to jump forward a little bit.
Bunker. So, schauen wir mal. Okay. Es geht leicht nach rechts unten. Ja, es ist ziemlich gerade aufs Loch kann ich spielen. Nur die Distanz muss ich richtig einschätzen. Ich würde jetzt mal sagen, ungefähr so. Sollte nicht schlecht sein. Oh,
And he's made the green.
so knapp. Naja. Ein paar sollte es trotzdem werden.
That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank.
Aber definitiv, der erste hat
Frank, it's all
schon
about the difficult rough off the right-hand side of the green here at the hole they call the slopes.
hat
Yeah,
8 unter
600
Par.
plus yards par 5, so
ziemlich-
really you don't
ziemlich
want to be
gut.
flirting with that right side.
Müsste aber noch zu knacken sein. Schauen wir mal.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards.
Second shot.
Ja, finde ich, definitiv. Also das Spiel ist sehr, sehr gut gemacht. Wie gesagt, also es braucht schon viel, man muss sich ein bisschen auskennen, vor allem den Wind einschätzen können und alles. Ist definitiv sehr gut gemacht. Ja, hier...
Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
Werde
You
ich
put
mal
the ball
direkt
back in your
probieren.
stance just a little
Frage
bit.
ist,
If
ob
you're gonna
es
hit it
so
down.
weit rollen wird. Ich denke eher weniger. Aber ist schon mal nah am Green. Sollte eigentlich einfach zu spielen sein und für ein Birdie sollte es eigentlich locker reichen.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight.
Ja,
This is going to be a tough
Freddy,
day on the
was
links. I
für
mean, even the
Golf.
seagulls are
Du
walking.
spielst
to
auch
work.
Spiele, wo ich sagen muss, ja, sorry, ey, so ein Quatsch spielt man nicht. Aber eben. So. Hier mit Wind natürlich definitiv nicht so weit spielen. Der Ball muss da schon früh aufkommen. Ich würde jetzt mal schätzen, ungefähr so. Wenn das nicht schon ein bisschen zu weit ist, aber ein bisschen zu weit ist auch nicht ganz so schlimm.
And it makes the green in regulation.
Okay, war gar nicht schlecht, ist sehr nah am...
Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday.
Okay, Robert, you need it in English. Yeah, I talked about this game with my friend. He asked me if it's for real that I play golf. I said, yeah, why not? I think the game is really good made.
And with that birdie, moves into second place.
It's really, really, really
Good spot to be in, fresh
a
off a birdie.
simulation, and so
All of a sudden you
it's hard
start to feel like
play,
you've got
but,
the game in
but
hand.
he thinks it's more for a pussy game. I don't think so, but it's only a meaning. Yeah, why not German? Yeah, because English is a world language. German, yeah, probably 100 million people speak German, not more. So next hole, par 4. Little bit windy from the left side, but I think it's no problem.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one.
Robert, I feel you.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
So, second shot from me, really an easy shot, I think. I think something like this.
He's safely on deck.
Had a birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
So, straight putt.
It's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently
Okay,
sitting
for
at
par.
1 under for the round. And he makes it for par. And this is where Gene Sarazen, the squire at the age of 71, in his farewell appearance at the Open, that was back in 1973, made an ace. How about that?
Amazing.
I don't like really much short holes like this because I never know how I really have to play it, because it's really, really hard, and you see the hole is in front of the green, so I think it's not easy to play, but
Frank, there's a real art to putting a good score on the board, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why stroke play is so tough, Rich. You know, you're trying to minimize everything on a golf course, turn a 6 into a 5 or a 4 into a 3. It's like even off the edge of a green, trying to get up and down in 2 rather than 3.
think if I play
And you've got to do it for
on
18
the
straight
green
holes, straight holes. If it's a 72-hole tournament, then you've got to do it for 4 straight days. And that's why that's always been the best predictor of our best players. The ones that can go 4 days and make the least number of mistakes.
and
Wow,
it's
Frank
near.
is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Settles in over the putt.
So I think this birdie I have to make because it's really not stuck and it's fun.
Well, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
So one step closer to the first.
Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club.
The last hole.
423
If
yards.
I
What are you looking to do with
do a
this one,
birdie,
Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dog
I'm
leg
first
left.
again,
It's
so
called the Monk, actually, because it
I
faces the
hope
village
I'll
of
do it.
Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that, but it's not that you're trying to carry it, it's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Haha, Freddy, du kannst Englisch, also easy. So next hole, par 4. Last hole for this day. A little bit windy from the left, but no problem for the first strike.
There's something about a well-hit shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Second shot.
Freddy,
Good
ich
look
habe
at the
zwei
green.
Muttersprachen, Deutsch und Französisch. So, next strike, I think I would play it like this. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Par yesterday. Now for birdie.
Oh, birdie putt is not really easy. I'm gonna try. It's it. I'm on the first place.
Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. Young star makes his birdie.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament.
So second day finish, and I'm on the first place, but the second one too, so I have to play more aggressive, I have to play more birdies.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Always great to be in Troon, Scotland, at the Royal Troon Golf Club, founded in 1878. Frank, it is a golf course,
So
true
for
links,
in this
bathed
tournament,
in history. At the 15th, this par 4 is over 480 yards.
The key here really is the 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. 260 yards gets you past that. If you find the fairway here, then you don't have to worry about the 3 bunkers that are short of this green.
The front, so it will make the first strike a little bit shorter, but it's okay.
Tom Weisskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Second shot is not so easy, I think.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up.
Ooh,
It's got
I'm
the best
happy
view
that
as well. You don't even need
This
binoculars
one
from
is
where that
not on
ball
the
is.
green. So I'm gonna try to do it in one shot from here. But a little bit too short.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
But par
Frank,
is not
par
bad.
here, that's just fine. The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's
Okay.
reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it onto the green from behind the burn. It was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly
Oh.
was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Okay.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
So
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
think it wasn't bad. So we're gonna see what
Just 5
happens now.
feet left.
Birdie.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Frank, now to the hole they call Rabbit. 222-yard par 3.
I don't know why it's called Rabbit, because this is certainly some tough par 3. Green sits up a little bit. There's a big roll-off on the left side, well bunkered. This takes a brilliant long iron shot just to keep it on the green.
Par 3. Yes. A little bit windy from the right. I think I try it with the 3 wood.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. These putts keep the round together.
Yes.
Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Frank, how does this 18th hole here at Royal Troon stack up against some of the other finishing holes in major championship golf?
Rich, it's a stout par 4, 464 yards, so it's sort of in the ilk of a Muirfield or Royal St. George's finishing hole. They've had some great 18th holes in Open Championships. This is actually called Craig End. It's the name of the old farm that was demolished at the turn of the century. So the 18th hole, it's certainly grown up and it's flourished to more than a farm. Now, this game is all about variables, right? Rich, if you head into a bad lie, it completely changes the nature of the next shot. When the ball sits up like that, it is just liberty of choice now. Oh, this is right at it.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
Before it was 11, now it was 8, so it was going too far. But we tried.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And he's putting for par now. He'll take par and move on. There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
So 3 days are played. Last day is coming.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Charity Invitational. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Always a treat to be in Scotland, Frank, and at one of the oldest golf clubs in the world, Royal Troon.
It's getting close to 150 years old. It was first established all the way back in 1878. Actually, the original golf course only had 5 holes on it. But over the Open Championship roster, this has probably been the most successful, or provided the most success to American players. The last 6 Open Championship winners were all American.
Has one of the most famous holes in all of major championship golf, the 123-yard par 3 8th. It's known as the postage stamp. And one of the legends had a really nice moment there many years ago.
The late Gene Sarazen, the Squire, and had a little ace there, and all televised too. And it was a great way to remember his phenomenal career.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Next birdie. So
Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Frank should be feeling good after that birdie.
Obviously knows that the game is now in good shape. Let's see if he can add to that.
next hole, par 3.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up.
It's at sneaky distance.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
That's a solid par putt. Frank now at the 15th, and how hard is this par 4?
The key really is to get the ball on the fairway here. Avoid those 3 bunkers, because this is one of the flattest greens on the golf course. Get the ball on the green here. Any putt's makeable.
That is a heat-seeking missile. Look out. 325 yards and in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh my goodness,
Whoa.
he just made that. I cannot believe it.
I was thinking he might get it close. And just a great shot.
Lucky,
Now the lone
lucky,
par
lucky
5 on the
punch.
back 9, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer.
So So I'm the leader. I'm gonna try to go over this little water hazard. So I don't know if it's working or not, but I try.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime.
Hard putt.
On the odd occasion, we do see back-to-back eagles, but it certainly is something to watch.
No.
Frank had the touch of a plumber right there.
Yeah, you'd like a redo, wouldn't you? Wake up, wake up!
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Yes, birdie.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. '17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
This is a good-looking shot. Pretty good shot, Frank, just inside of 20 feet.
And 19 feet is what we're hearing.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
Hammer putt.
Just a beautiful roll there.
Oh, that's like stealing.
Frank, now the final hole here at Royal Troon, and when you think about the legends who have made the walk toward the clubhouse and the claret jug, it really does give you a sense of where you're at. How about Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, Tom Watson, Tom Weiskopf? They've all made the walk on this final hole to the claret jug.
And they've all hit great tee shots, and that's really what you need here. There's a bunker for just about every distance you hit the ball. So there's 3 down the left. There's no other way around it but avoiding them. And there's 1 down the right if you try and play it too safe. This is straight at it.
That's a really good line. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. To win the Charity Invitational.
No.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field,
Okay.
par is all you need.
Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned Well deserved. Beautifully played.
So, das Turnier gewonnen. Also, dieses Turnier war jetzt eher einfacher im Gegensatz zum anderen. Ich mache jetzt eine kurze Pause und dann bin ich wahrscheinlich mit einem anderen Spiel wieder dabei. Ich weiß noch nicht was genau, aber bis gleich.